What's up, YouTube? さあ今日も始まりましたゆららのコンテンツ The topic of today is what's it like living in Japan. I got a chance to interview with a person who has been living in Japan for over 10 years. I'm gonna ask them about the differences of the lifestyle between Japan and their country and the good things about living in Japan so forth. On my channel, it is the best place for people from overseas to know about Japan without coming to Japan. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, subscribe to my channel and open the door for your next journey. Alright, long story short, let's get into it. Thank you for your time today. Firstly, where are you from?
I'm from United States, the East Coast on the Massachusetts is the state I'm from.
United States.
United States.
Right, what about you?
I'm half Japanese, half Filipino, so I'm originally from the Philippines.
How long have you guys been in Japan?
2 years for me.
2 years, and you?
Almost 10 years.
10 years, that's a lot. Okay, so what do you do in Japan?
I drive tugboats.
かっこいいやつ。What about you?
I'm an actress in Japan.
Actress.
Yes.
Let me check your movie
Yeah.
or something.
Yes, so I have a movie right now. It's called Plan 75, and it's Japan's entry for the Oscars next year.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
guys, please check it out. The topic of today is what's it like living in Japan? The first question is, has your lifestyle changed before coming to Japan and after coming to Japan?
Ever since I moved to Japan, I've been more organized and more timely. So so it's when I used to live in the Philippines, everyone is usually like an hour late. We call it the Filipino time.
Hour late, that's a
yeah,
lot.
that's a lot.
So
So,
what do you guys usually do when your friend like 1 hour late?
we're also 1 hour late. Everyone's
That is
like-
cool.
yeah,
That is
yeah.
okay. So after coming to Japan, everything is like be on time, not 1 hour late.
Time, yeah. So even if you're on time, you're late in Japan, right?
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
We say we're gonna meet up at 12 noon. You have to be there 15 minutes. 10 minutes before, 5 minutes you're already saying sorry, but if you come come on time, exactly at 12 noon, you better be saying sorry that you're like, I'm sorry, sumimasen. And if you come anything later than that, oh yeah, you'll be saying sorry the whole day.
That's very true. Yeah, thank you for sharing. And the next question is it easy for you to live in Japan compared with your country in terms of the cost of living, the lifestyle, the rules?
For me, I think there's not a huge impact or change. It's a bit cheaper, I suppose. Yeah, because it's just the exchange rate for.
Especially now.
yeah.
Must be nice.
Yeah, so that's really the biggest thing for me.
And what about you?
Yes, it is quite hard to find an apartment here in Japan, even if I have a Japanese passport. But since they see my name, which is in katakana,
Oh, yeah.
and the kanji is the last name,
Okay.
so they still kind of discriminate that I am a foreigner. So let's say if I say yes to 20 apartments that I want to see, probably only 1 or 3 will say yes to us seeing it. Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah, I've gone to a lot of apartment searchings.
Oh my.
And usually if you have a roommate even, and they usually ask for your roommate's photo to see what type of foreigner they are.
It's kind of annoying.
Yes.
They couldn't do that. just
Yeah.
for reading.
Yeah, so I think I don't know if it's just a Japan thing, but I feel like if I do, let's say if I move to America, I don't think no one's going to ask
Yeah.
how we look like or whatever. Of course they're going to be concerned about our finances and such, but not like how we look like. Yeah.
Thank you. So my next question is there any difficult things to do in Japan compared in your country?
In Japan, like everything is on paper. For example, like if you're moving to a different, let's just say a different city or whatever, you have to tell your city office where you're currently living that you have to move to that city. I had that problem and I didn't know it before. I used to live in Fukuoka. So when I moved over to Saitama, I just went to the Saitama city office to say I'm moving in Saitama city office. But then they said, oh, you need like a certain paper to show us that you're moving here from Fukuoka. And I was like, what? Like, yeah, I'm like, why do I need that? So I didn't know about that. So a lot of things here is just it's very paper based. So I was just like, why is not everything in one place? You have to go to this like, you know, section of the city office, then to the next, and then you have to write a lot on paper. There's no accessibility online.
It's like owning a vehicle too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like where in the United States, you just like get a new sticker every year. And spend like $50, but here you have to do like inspections and then like drop off your vehicle and like there's lots of steps.
Yeah, extra procedures and the paper culture.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if you ask a question about something and then they don't really have an explanation why it's like that. Like if you suggest something to make it faster or easier, they don't want to do that. They want to do like follow the rule, like step by step, you know. Instead of making it like faster but still efficient, still the same results. So
Okie dokie, we're back. So my next question is there anything that you felt annoyed in Japan?
I think it's let's say if you're a foreigner, and especially if as a woman as well, like Japanese guys, especially in Shinjuku, the Nampa place, once they see that you're a foreigner, they automatically think that you want.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so they're really aggressive towards us. Like,
that's not Japanese.
Yeah, I know, right? So it's very surprising. So some of them, when you say no, sorry, I don't speak Japanese, they leave you. But some of them are very persistent since you're a foreigner. So they think like if they see a foreign woman, they're open to anything that they want to do. You know, it's kind of rude, and I guess like a lot of staring in the train sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like let's say if you try to sit like beside someone in the train and then they get like annoyed. Once they see you and they see you're a foreigner, they're like that. So I think that's like a thing annoying. Do you have anything that's annoying here in Japan?
My friend's like a white dude, and his wife looks Asian, like Japanese. She has Japanese heritage, but she doesn't speak Japanese, and he's fluent in Japanese. So like they would like go to the city office and he would be explaining it to them and they'd be like, and then they'd look at his wife and like ask her, and she's like, I don't speak, like why are you Yeah.
I think that's another thing. Actually, when I used to work here in Harajuku, right? So let's say when I speak Japanese to like the customer or whatever, and then they're like, and then they'll try to like look at the Japanese looking staff, which at that time she was half Japanese, half Kiwi, half New Zealander. And so what I told her, she said the same exact sentence in Japanese, but the Japanese woman couldn't understand me because I'm a foreigner. But then I asked my coworker, I was like, did I say it? Did I pronounce it wrong? And she's like, no, you said the same thing. She said, your pronunciation was not wrong. She was just like acting up. I don't know. And I think that's like annoying when they pretend that they don't understand us because we're foreigners.
Because of the look of us.
Yeah. So that's why.
That's strange. Even though you say the same thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so we talked about the difficulties of living in Japan. What about the opposite topic? What is the thing that you feel easier compared to in your country?
I think because I think a certain degree of safety.
Safety?
Yeah, here in Japan, compared to my home country in the Philippines. So I think, was this like, let's say for...
You can just leave your bag.
Yeah, like right now, my bag is just over there. Yeah, I wouldn't do that in the Philippines. And like those kind of things. What I love is that, like for example, if I drop my wallet or if I drop my phone, not in Roppongi though. Roppongi is a different. Roppongi is a different area. Exceptions, right? But in certain areas, like if you drop your wallet or your phone or like leave your phone, people will be running after you and giving it back. You know, kind of thing. So I think I like that trust in a way, or like someone won't even touch your bag and then let's say you forgot it there for an hour and then you come back and it's still there. I really love that about Japan, and the cleanliness. So oh my god, yes. So I recently left Japan for a business trip, and it's just like the level of cleanliness here in Japan, especially like toilets, it's just it's very pristine in certain places, right? I'm not saying like all of Japan is very clean, but in majority of places it's quite clean. So I really love that, and again, like quite easy access, the convenience of eating healthy or eating cheap. I would say so, because like for example, you can have a really cheap breakfast in Matsuya or Yoshinoya for like 300 yen, like 400, 500 yen. Ne? So it's like rice, fish, miso shuru.
Yeah.
So you got
And
so
salad
and
sometimes.
salad, right? Sometimes. So it's still high in salt, but still compared to like going and having a burger.
Oh, yeah.
So it's much more of a healthier option. So I really love that. Yeah. And I'm very spoiled with that in Japan.
Yeah, thank you for sharing. So, last question.
Yeah.
How much do you rate living in Japan? If you can give us maximum 10 points, how many points do you want to give us?
Okay.
I mean, me personally, it's high up there. I love Japan. Yeah. I don't know, high, like 9.
Nine.
Yeah.
That's
Goddamn.
I mean, me, I just work and I explore the temples and like
Yeah.
the areas. So for me personally, I don't have a lot of like adversity or issues here. So I really do enjoy it. But then again, like it's not like my job is kind of more. It's like American based.
yeah.
So I'm not fully like integrated into the society here.
less Japanese.
Yeah,
stuff.
I more so get to just enjoy the best aspects of it.
Enjoy the best of Japan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. What about you? How many points would you give us?
Oh, okay. Well, I mean, like, that's quite a hard question for me because I love Japan at a certain extent. And I guess, like, as of now, like, me being a single person, like, living or, like, having a boyfriend here and stuff, I would say, and also, like, in my 20s, I would give it, like, an 8. Like 7.5,
high.
8, yeah,
7.5, yeah.
like that. But there are some issues here that I have obviously like, problems with, being a hafu and stuff like that, not like knowing the language itself. So, but I guess when it comes to convenience, I'll give it a 7.5 and 8. But for other things, it's for a different
like
a
you just
different rating,
mentioned,
yeah.
the roppongi things, the
Yeah,
Shinjuku things.
yeah. So there's a lot of factors to do. Yeah, it's a good 7.5. I'll give it a 7.5. Right.
Yeah.
Work culture, it's a 3. Right.
Yeah, exactly.
Work culture is a 3
Yeah.
because there's really no work-life balance. You're always on call. We're living for work, especially if you work under like a very traditional Japanese company. Like especially for you as a guy as well. Like if your boss invites you for drinks
dinner or
after
something
work
like
or
that.
like go to a girls club. And example, if you're married, you can't say no.
Yeah.
Right? And your wife gets angry at you, and you're like, I can't say no. It's my boss. Right? So those kind of things. So work culture in a traditional Japanese company, it's a 3.
3, yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
All right, thank you for your time today. Bye. Okie dokie. So if you're late with your appointment, you're gonna say sorry for the whole day in Japan. I hope you found something new about Japan. If you like this video, give me a thumbs up to support this channel and don't forget to subscribe to my channel.